Now a beaker is filled with water is accelerated a meter per second square in positive direction. So if it is a distance x direction, so A is moving to this positive direction. So in that case we can write that the G is moving in this direction. So tan theta should be A by G. So theta should be tan inverse A by G backward. So similarly, if tan is true, then also cot should be true. Tan theta A by G backwards is equal to 2. Cot theta A by G by A backward is also 2. So the answer should be N, C. Now the question number 2. A vessel shows in the figure has two sections. The lower part is a rectangular vessel with an area of the cross section A and height h. The upper part is a conical vessels of height h with base area A and top area A. And the walls of the vessels are inclined at an angle 30 degrees with the vertical. Neglecting atmospheric pressure. So always remember the situations that it does not depend on the height. So neglecting the atmospheric pressure. Okay. So into the in the colonial vessels, so the height is an h and area, this area is an A and the top area is an A, and the walls of the vessels are inclined at an angle of 30 degrees with the vertical. A liquid of density flow. The upper part of the colonial, the force is exerted by the liquid on the base of the vessel is 2h rho g A plus A. So it does not depend on the height. Okay. So it cannot be the answer. The pressure P at the base level is, so it is also not the answer. So the weight of the liquid W is greater than the force of the extractor. It cannot be, so it will comes out. So it cannot be the answer. So the right answer is D. The wall of the vessel exerted downward force F minus W. Okay, that is the answer. Next, the weight of an empty balloon on a spring balances W1. The weight becomes W2 when the balloon is filled with air. Let the weight of the air itself be W, neglecting the thickness of the balloon. So if I need to neglect the thickness of the balloon, so in that case let the weight of the air itself be W. So neglect the thickness of the balloon when it is filled with air. Also neglect the distance in the destination of the air inside and outside the balloon. So in the first case when it is in the rest, so it should be W2 should be the W1. Okay, so the first option is correct. Now in case of the first portion, there is a W. When this is the weight joint over here, it would be greater than W2, right? So W2 should be increase the W1 plus W. So the C is the correct answer. Next, A cubical block of wood age 10 cm and mass is 0.92 kg floats on a tank of water with oil of relative. So density 0.6 to a depth of 4 cm above water. When the block attains equilibrium with the 4 of its sides edge particle. So what will be the answer over here? So this is the particle over here. So here it is in water. So for equilibrium, the bouncy force should be W, and W is equal to mg. So the value of m is 0.92 into g. So Fb is equal to 10 to the power 2 into 10 to the power negative 2 into 10 to the power negative 1 minus x. We have find out the value of these values in x plus 0.6 into 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power negative 2 into x into g. So this value is 0.92. So from this portion, what will be the value? It is a 10 and it is a 10 to the power negative 1 means 1 by 10. So 1 by 10 is a 10. So 1 by 10 minus x plus it should be 6x equal to 0.92. It should be 1 minus 10x plus 6x equal to 0.92. Here it is a minus 4x equal to minus 0.08. So the x value is 0.02 meter, or it should be the 2 centimeter, and here it is a 4 centimeter above. So one is a 2, another one is a 8. So it should be either the 8 centimeter or the 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter of it will above the common surface of wire and water. It cannot be, and the 8 centimeter of it will be underwater. That can be. So both of the answer is correct. C and D. The spring balance a lead of 2 kg with a block of M suspended from it. Balance B reaches 5 kg when the beaker with liquid is put on the end of the balance. The two balances are now so arranged that the hanging mass is inside the liquid in the beaker as shown in the figure is in the equations. So in this case, that is in weight is a force, it is a spring mass plus that Fp. What can be happened? So in these particular situations, this will be the W1 plus W2 if I make. So it can be W1 plus W2, it is a 2 kg and it's a 5 kg, so 7 kg. So the balance A will need more than 2 kg. So it cannot be more than 2 kg should not be the balance. The balance B will be more than 5 kg, it is true. The balance A will lead less than 2 kg and B will lead more than 5 kg. It is also true. And the balance A and B will read 2 and 5 kg respectively. It is not possible. So because just watch the picture. In the picture, what happened? The spring balance A leads 2 kg with a block of suspended from it. So in that case, the two balances are not so arranged that the hanging mass is inside the liquid. Yeah. So here the tension, so mg should be the T. So here it is an mg work, so here the T should be the kx. this force, so P is also a force, so F should be the Kx, and another force is working, that is an FB. So in that case, yeah, that is the more than 5 kg and the less than 2 kg, that is the answer. So B and C is the correct answer. Assertion: a helium-filled balloon does not rise indefinitely in air but falls up at a certain height. The reason: viscosity opposes the motion of the balloon. If both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of the R, because A is the true, okay, viscosity opposes the motion of the balloon, it is also true, but this reason is not the correct reasons of the assertion A. So the B is the correct answer. First, if both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A, it is absolutely false, it is not the correct explanation. If A is true but R is false, those are the correct, both are not the correct option. So the correct option is B. The figure shown Shippen is the wrong statement. The Shippen works when H3 is greater than 0, but the H3, so H3 will be greater than 0, that time it will be not work. It doesn't mean it can be 0 comes out. So it is not the correct explanation. So pressure at the point 2 is P2 is equal to atmospheric pressure minus rho g H3. No, it is not. Pressure at the point of 3 is P naught. Atmospheric pressure can be equal at every places. So it is not the right answer. So none of the these. P naught is the atmospheric pressure. Now, a tank is filled up to a height of h with a liquid. Is placed on a platform of height h from the ground. To get maximum range xm, a small hole is punched at a distance of y. From the free surface of the liquid. Then it is P1 plus half rho V1 should be equal to P2 plus half rho V2. So from the picture that we can say is a P naught with a y rho g is equal to P naught plus half rho V2 square. P naught cancel. What should be the V2? It is a 2. That is rho cancel. Is root over 2 y g. Now if I make this as T is equal to S is equal to V by T. We need to make the distance, that is suppose x. This is the x, suppose. Right? Now we need to make this formula. S is equal to ut plus half at square. What is h? That is a 2h minus y is equal to u is 0. Sorry. So here it is an half. At square means half at square. So T should be root over 2h minus y by a, or you can write it as a g. It is a gt square, right? So here that x is equal to v2 into t. So what is the value of the v2? 2gy. What is the value of t? So 2h minus y by g cancel. It becomes a 2 root over y 2h minus y. Now we need to make the changes. So changes of x with the changes of y is equal to make this one. So it should be 2h minus 2y. This is root over y 2h minus 2y minus h. It should be equal to 0. So h should be y. First confusion over there. So what will be the x max? The 2 root over into 2h minus h equal to 2h square should be 2h. So x max is equal to 2h, and while it is a constant, so it becomes 0. So it becomes 0. So if it is 0, so 2h minus 2y is 0, because it is a 2h minus 2y is equal to 0. So we can write a 2h is equal to 2y. So we can write h is equal to y. So these two options is correct. So let's see. So h is equal to or y is equal to h, it is also correct, and xn is equal to 2h, it is also correct. So A and C both the correct option. Now question number 9. What are coming? What are coming out from a horizontal tube at a speed v twice normally? A vertical wall close to the mouth of the tube and falls down vertically after impact, and the speed of water increased to 2v. So it was in v, then it increased to 2v, right? So when it is at 2v, so extracted the wall will be double, it cannot be. The first option is not. The thrust extracted by the water on the wall will be 4 times, because it is a v. If it is a 2, so it should be the 4, right? Next is energy loss per second of water. Strike up the wall will also be 4 times. Cannot be. The energy loss per second of water striking the wall increased in 8 times. It will be the answer, right answer. So B and D. Thank you. So question number is 9. Water coming out of a horizontal tube, speed V. So it is a horizontal tube. From here that is the V, right? It is a V, right? Strikes normally a vertical close to the mouth of the tube and falls on vertically impact when the speed of water is increased to 2v. So in that case, the speed becomes a double. When the speed becomes double, then what will be the case? The thrust extracted water on the wall will be the 4 times, because it is a v square. So double means to be the 4. And wherever it is the 4, so the energy loss will be the 8 times. So 4 plus 4 is an 8. Right? That is an answer. This is a very easy. Now we are coming to the next question. A cylindrical vessel is liquid up to height h. A small hole is made in the vessels at a distance of y. Below the liquid surface as shown in the figure. The liquid emerging from the hole strikes the ground at a distance of x. So what will be the answer of this question? Right? So in that question, the most important thing that we need to work on it that is a very important concept that I must want to talk about over here, because so in this particular situation that we need to know something more about the things. So here we need to find out the range, right? Range, suppose we consider the range is x. Here the range are x, right? So it should be 2 in 2 whole into bottom distance. So it should be ry is equal to r x minus y. So r whole equal to r h bottom. So the first thing that we have considered from here, right? So in our second thing, so r is equal to root over 2 h minus h so here dr by dh is equal to 0, so it is equal to h minus h plus h by root over 2 h into h minus h. So if this value is a 0, so we can write 2h is equal to h, so the value of an h, or we can write the value of an x should be h by 2. So the value should be x is maximum for y is equal to h by 2. So here h is equal to this value, is y, so we can write in this way. So next question, that is also an important question. A steady flow of water passes around a horizontal tube from a wide section x to the narrower section y. See the figure. So momentum are placed p and q in the sections. So always remember another one important thing that I must tell you. So here the p, what is the p? So nanometer are placed on p, and then this is the q. So nanometer and p shows, so here and then here. So here it is the cross section area is a big, here it is a small, right? So which of the statement is the most correct? The nanometer at P shows greater pressure than it is in Y, because it depends on the cross section area. The last questions of this chapter: when an air bubble rises from the bottom of a deep lake to a point just below the water surface, the pressure of air inside the bubble is. So always remember, so when air bubble rises from the bottom of a deep lake to a point just below the water surface, the pressure of air inside the bubble is greater than the pressure outside of it. So inside pressure will be greater than and decrease as the bubble moves up. Both can be possible. So it is decreases, that's why it is coming up, and when it reaches to this level, so that is its outside pressure will be high. So both of the option is correct. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.